I really respect how I'm never afraid to look chopped in a video. Alright, hold on, let me fix this. Also, we're on my bed. Get over it. Alright. Hey guys. So, long time no see. You're probably wondering where I've been, you know, why I haven't posted, just completely gone like AWOL. And that's super valid because I'm wondering the same thing. I had a really rough first semester of college. I had every intention of filming and documenting, if I can speak, it, and then everything just went haywire. So let's talk about it. So for context, I had gone through, did my camera just shake? Anyway, for context, I had gone through a really rough breakup in like March of 2025, I think. It was just the guy I was with. Hold on, y'all. Okay. The guy I was with was not great. No hate to him. He was just, we were not compatible. And he did some things I didn't like. I'm sure I did things he didn't like. You know, it just didn't work out. But I took it really hard. Because I have like some attachment issues, abandonment issues, you know, whatnot. I won't get into all of that, but let me fix you. Oh. Okay, let's see if this is any better. So, as I was saying, I was just in a bad relationship and I took it really hard because of, you know, some attachment and abandonment issues, and I kind of panicked because I was like, well, no one's ever gonna love me, you know, I'm alone, this, that, and the other. You know, if you get it, you get it. So instead of healing, going to therapy, you know, support groups, self-help, anything, I just decided to jump from person to person. Got back on the dating apps, and just a side note, never get on dating apps if you have attachment issues. Like, just don't do it. It's not worth it. It'll screw you over, you'll get hurt. Don't do it. So, is this shaking? Anyway, so I did that, and then I came to college. And I had been in therapy for a little bit. Like, I started therapy in around June, maybe, of 25. And I thought I was doing better with the attachment issues and the clinging to male validation, because that was the big thing. That was ultimately the issue. But I thought I was doing better. So that's all the context there. Now we're here. College. First semester, everything's great, right? So I move in, as y'all saw, and then like welcome week, which y'all also saw. I was meeting some great people, like having a good time, and then I thought, okay, you know, I'm doing better. Let's kind of get back into the dating scene. So, what did I do as someone with attachment issues who just said never get on the apps if you have attachment issues? I got back on the apps. And I started to meet people, started to go on dates and talk to people, you know. And it very quickly and very intensely became toxic. Like, I was gripping onto people, I was clinging to people, and then when it wouldn't work out, I was devastated. So if you were one of those people and you're seeing this, hey, sorry I was crazy, I'm working on it. But it started as an issue of, I also have notes written down, so I kind of know where I'm at, which is why I have a pen. But it started as needing male validation, and then it not working out, and it ruining my self-esteem. But then it kind of went back and forth, because since I had no self-esteem, I craved the male validation. So we're at needing male validation, no self-esteem, and that very quickly became a very intense depressive episode. I haven't talked about it on here just because I haven't really been around, but I have struggled with mental health issues my entire life. Doing much better now, but for a long time, I was unmedicated, untreated, whatever. So this depressive episode came on quick, and it came on severe, and I was just clinging to whoever I thought could save me, I guess. And so I had some really bad experiences with men specifically. I'm bisexual, I go both ways, you know, swinging for both teams, but, and, you know, losing, but anyway. Well, that's not true, my boyfriend's incredible. But anyway, where was I? Oh my god. Yeah, so I think I was at the, like, chart thing that I've visualized in my head. So, no self-esteem, super depressed, and it got to a point where I didn't go to class, didn't do assignments. Literally, I would not leave my apartment unless it was to go to my boyfriend's house, who at the time wasn't my boyfriend, but he is now, hey baby, or like my best friend's house, and work. I still went to work, but even then, it was like, whatever. So I just had no motivation, no will to do anything, and it all, like, my life essentially was falling apart because I was putting so much of my own worth into how I felt like I was perceived, if other people wanted me. I didn't feel worthy because I wasn't, in my mind, I wasn't being shown that I was worthy. So yeah, that's where I've been. And I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about how I got out of it, what I've been doing now, and ways that maybe you can help yourself. Because if this reaches one person who's going through what I went through and it helps, then I'll have done my job. Got back. Okay, so now let's talk about how I fixed it. And by it, I mean the crazy depression spiral. So, number one, and this was huge for me, was having a good support group. Or not support group, but like support system of people. So, my friends, my family, people I surrounded myself with were so supportive and so helpful getting through that time. Letting me vent to them, giving me advice, even just sitting and like hanging out, not doing anything. Because like when you're in that kind of state, you don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like going out. You don't feel like, hitting the bar or whatever. So we would just sit, watch whatever, or talk about whatever, and it was just really nice and really helpful. So I encourage you, if you are struggling with not having support people, not really knowing where to start with like making friends, I get it. It's one of those things that just gets easier with time. But like, if you want to talk to people, say you see somebody cool like on campus. Say you're a college kid like me, you see somebody cool on campus. They've got cool piercings, cool hair, cool outfit, you know, whatever. Something you like. Good Lord. Compliment them. Or ask them where they got it. Like, hey, your purse is really cool. Where'd you get it? It opens the door for conversation way more than you would expect. Like, that's what I've done a couple times, and I've met some really cool people from there, or from doing that. Don't sit alone in your room or in your dorm. Like, if you have to study and you're able, just sit on campus. Sit in the library, sit in like the student union area, like sit somewhere where there's people, because then that not forces you, but you're at least around other human beings. You know what I mean? Number 2 of what really helped me was combined therapy and medication. I'm very pro mental health medication. If you need it, if it's recommended for you, like, yes, do it. Because it saved my life. Unironically. Like, not being dramatic, not putting extra emphasis on it because I'm being paid to do it. Like, no, I'm not being paid to promote any sort of anything, obviously. But yeah, medication helped me a lot, helped kind of get my serotonin back in my brain. And then therapy, I'm still in therapy. I still go every week. You know, it's a regular thing for me. And it blew it out of the water. Like, I started to feel human again, and it's nice to just talk to somebody who's a professional, somebody who, if you're anything like me, you start to worry that you're like burdening your friends or your family by talking about a problem so much. So it's nice to have someone who, yes, you're paying them, but also they want to listen. They want to be there and to help you. That's why they went into the field. You're not burdening them. They're not going to judge you. Like, therapy is next level helpful. And then number 3, something I'm still working on, is just more self-love. Like I said, this is still a work in progress for me. It's something I struggle with a lot, but it really does help to just say some affirmations or take yourself on a date or just sit and journal. Like, talk to yourself, tell yourself, I am here for you. That's something I do a lot, is if I'm stressed or if I feel, you know, alone or whatever, be like, you might not have anyone else in the world, but I've got you. Like, talking to yourself. And it just really opens your mind up to realizing, like, you are enough and you are worthy and you can be there for yourself. So those are some things that helped me. If you have any questions or want me to go more in depth, I will, but I don't want to just sit here and talk your ear off. So yeah, thank you guys for sitting here and listening and waiting on me to kind of come back. I really appreciate it, and I will see you soon. Bye.